What's up, Vibers? This week in SUPERVIVE was freaking awesome. After a long-awaited arrival, we finally saw the 1.0 version of the game release officially last Thursday, July 24th. This release has come not only with a massive amount of changes to the game, but also a surge of new players. We reached a peak of over 15,000 concurrent players during the first weekend, with the 24 average sitting at around 12,000 on a Tuesday, a huge increase over the recent player base in open beta. This is lined up with Theorycraft's first real marketing push we've seen since the NDA was lifted, with sustained videos and posts hitting their YouTube and X accounts daily. SUPERVIVE as a topic is certainly trending as creator content surges, with overall views and searches on the rise. Despite not having an ultra mega pop-off, this is more of a sustained growth curve that we're looking for long-term health of the game. If the game can continue to trend upward like this, moving into the week, we see just a tiny dip down from the weekend. So we continue to scale up into next weekend, which I'm very much expecting is going to be accompanied with more Theorycraft marketing, more streamer partnerships, potentially a big event. And so it is certainly a very hopeful and exciting time to be a SUPERVIVE fan. Now, opinions from the fans on the 1.0 patch are leaning to the positive side, but are heavily mixed in some areas. From what I have been able to gather, parsing through a bunch of different reviews and feedback on the Discord, it seems like most players are really enjoying many aspects of the game, especially sort of the depth and magic of the SUPERVIVE combat that we've all come to know and love, and specifically the new build diversity that the armory brings to all hunters on the roster. However, the way we acquire these items to build our armory and access new builds has been in contention. Prisma, the new resource introduced with 1.0, has received significant criticism, especially from the veteran community. Prisma is the resource that you extract from game that is required to unlock the build diversity contained within the armory and access these new builds. The kicker is that it's an RNG system that requires spending the Prisma you earn in games to open capsules containing a random piece of gear, with a limited selection of daily and weekly specials as well available for target purchase. So this gear not only has to be acquired once, but multiple times in order to progress its power level from 1 star up to 3 stars, unlocking significantly more buffs for the item. The negative feedback seems to be focused around being locked out of certain builds because of this RNG system, as well as the uneven power distribution of matches for players with a more unlocked armory, or potentially getting better RNG with the Prisma they have earned to unlock the items they need for the hunters they're playing. Now, with this in mind, the developers over at Theorycraft are very keen on listening to community feedback and have implemented a ton of changes over the years based on player feedback. So I definitely expect them to be taking another look at the Prisma mechanic as a whole now that they have all this new data. Moving on to events in the first week of 1.0, which was very exciting. We saw the beginning of competitive SUPERVIVE launch as our European region hosted the very first scrims on Saturday. That event was covered by a rising star and caster in the region, Samiri. You will be able to find the VOD for that on his Twitch channel, and I will include links to the hosts and events of everything I'm about to talk about down in the description if you want to check them out. We saw just the morning after an epic event hosted by NetEase pitting the China and Korea regions against each other, featuring massive names from the League of Legends scene such as Prey, Marin, Madlife, Pawn, Dade, Looper, and more. The original broadcast was provided on Bilibili, but we were given access to an English watch party, which ended up being super fun. And that was hosted by Just Relic on his Twitch channel, and I actually joined him for that, and it was a blast. So if you want to hang out with us and watch some insane League players play SUPERVIVE, I highly recommend checking that out either on Relic's channel or the original Bilibili stream. North America followed suit with the very first scrims of 1.0 in this region happening later that Sunday, organized by Dylan FPS and Jang over at UTEC. These matches pit the top SUPERVIVE players against each other over a 6-game point series for competitive tournament practice. These events were covered by some of the premier SUPERVIVE casters of North America, Mad Magical, Twin Ace, Tsunani, and Kavian. VODs of the spectator POVs will likely be available on each of their Twitch channels. This was followed up by scrims on Monday, casted again by Tsunani, leading into scrims tonight, which I think are going to be covered by Tsunani and Twin. I will very likely be covering at least one, maybe multiple days this week as well, and we maybe have a second spectator slot, so we might even be able to get multiple people in there checking out the action. Really excited about that. Looking into the future, we have a few exciting community events on the horizon, the first of which is set for this Saturday, August 2nd, and this is a clip farming for fun tournament hosted by Moonlit Battlegrounds, the first SUPERVIVE esports org. Teams will be given 3 games to farm the most epic clips against each other, with judges and Twitch chat voting on their favorite. The sign-up link for this will be included below, and you can catch the action on Moonlit Battlegrounds Twitch channel. A bit further out, we have a really cool community event hosted by Fate Strikes. Custom Hunter Showcase. Design your own SUPERVIVE Hunter and present it to Theorycraft devs. This is a quick 5-minute format, and Fate Strikes hosted one of these last year before the game released that I actually participated in, and it was really, really cool. And funny enough, I actually recorded my presentation during that, and I think it's the second video I ever posted to this channel. And so I will also link that below if you kind of want to get an idea of what it's like. Now, there are going to be certainly more events happening, and I'm trying to expand my reach a little bit and let everyone know that I'm making a video like this to help the community become aware of what's happening. So hopefully as time goes on, I'll be able to include more and more community events in this to be able to link up you guys with the people actually hosting this stuff. On that note, if you have a SUPERVIVE event that has happened in the previous week or one that is coming up, consider filling out the form in the description and letting me know so I can promote it in the next video. Nothing confirmed yet, but we can expect Theorycraft's marketing push to continue. If I had to guess, it's very likely this will be leading up into some kind of official event involving some of these sponsored streamers they have been working with. And we've also seen some non-sponsored streamers with significant following giving SUPERVIVE a try and having a really good time. So if you're on the creator side of things, there has really never been a better time to hop into SUPERVIVE. This is it, baby. And if you yourself are enjoying SUPERVIVE, don't forget to tell all your friends about it. Leave it a review on Steam, watch SUPERVIVE videos, follow SUPERVIVE social media, and most importantly, log in and play some SUPERVIVE, baby. With that, I just want to thank you so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourself and keep vibing. I'll catch you in the next one. W SUPERVIVE. Woo!